right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
First and 10 now from the 46. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying with Robinson. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
All right, come on.
Throwing now, Tunga Vailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. Gets this one to London. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. They're going to slow him up here after 4, maybe 5 yards. And it's going to be first down Falcons. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when a just esteemed Statman Dan slid us the number? Surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have a 100-yard receiver, but those are what the numbers tell you the last decade. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the W.
From the red zone now. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Well, when you finish with a stat line like you did in support of the win last week, Brock, you know that you're in store for some early work the next time out. Lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah, teams can tend to be a little bit habitual at times. The way he played was a big factor in earning that win. So getting him looks here, especially early on, definitely part of the plan.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
3rd down to give to Robinson. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. And they sure were dug in. They were ready for the run there, just like the play before it, Brock. Got him stopped short.
Yeah, more than likely they knew a run was coming, but that doesn't take anything away from their effort to make the stop. That just defensively is awesome.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll run it with Robinson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, you and I are not too old to remember a time where this used to almost be a debate. You come in, bring on the special teams and punt it, not in today's NFL. And the numbers tell you so often to go for it. And when you execute like they just did, they'll more than likely go for it again later in the game.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Extra point is up and good by 4. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Jimmy Horn here on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. They'll cobble together a yard there. And Walker firing over to take him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young looking to throw. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set to go now from the 35. Running back sent in motion left. Young throwing here. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
Come off a 300-yard performance and a win a week ago. You know the rhythm and just the confidence of this offense was high coming in. And that completion, well, it only adds fuel to that confidence.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Working on 2nd down. Young. Caught by the open man. He dodged the tackle. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. Oh, he was happy to take a backseat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock. But we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Young on the play action. Gets everything he has under this one. Sends this one to and through the end zone. So that's incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Here's Trevor Achane. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. On second down, it's Hubbard. And with a leap, he's across. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. That is number 30 in his NFL career. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they're able to answer early here, and we are tied at 7.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Now two at a throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That just felt like a composure play. Quarterback was calm. Receiver did his job securing the ball, and because of it, those chains are unmovable.
So first down from the 41. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tua out of the pistol. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and long for him here. Going middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts is 2nd in the game, doubling his season total. Folk on now to try the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
To kick off for Atlanta.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Trevor Achane to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. On play action, here's Young. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Carolina.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Up the middle, Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Now Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. It looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Young to throw it. Rushes right there as he releases it. He goes nowhere near the target. Going to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Second down coming from Young. That's it. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Falcons get to it.
Really trying his best he can, Kate.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down. Back to throw. Here's Young. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces fourth down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. Ball on the right hash. The distance 43 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another carry for Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, and they take him down for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Going on third, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is good for an Atlanta first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Tua setting up to throw. And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to him. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 39-yard line.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. After the sack, Tua hits him on the end route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Tunga Vailoa. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. The Panthers with Trevor Achane deep to return. Brings it in at the 12. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing here on 2nd down, Young. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Here's Young to throw. Over the middle, he's got McMillan. And they get to him and touch him down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Now it's Young. Look at that power, deep left side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. He can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down. In a tough spot already. Sent out there trying to keep these guys out of field goal range. They're just on the edge of it, but so far so good on first down.
That's right, and you flip it around on the other side, Kate, when you get a ball like this from your defense in such prime position, you definitely want to capitalize.
Lofts it deep right side. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Panthers will begin the fourth quarter with a football following the interception.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw, Young. Throw finds Mitchell Evans. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 2.
On second down, Young. Absolutely fires this one right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That ball's incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. It's all lined up. Polk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Achane. And this drive will start inside the 25. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. They run again with Hubbard. We'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set to go now from the 35. From the pistol, it's Young. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! No turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Good luck defending that short yardage slot. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's third down and longer. Young looking to throw. And they come up empty on that third down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is fourth down. Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And it ends up a good return for them. Up past their own 40.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 TA. 18.
Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That's incomplete left side.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tua. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Nick Squirtin there on the play.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Tagovailoa. Brought in left side by Branch. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Falcons field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Folk is good. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Horn on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends. Now Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it up. And the Falcons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Young's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now. And that looked good for a moment, Brock. block, but the hip jars it free. That's going to bring up second. They sure were handed incredible field position by their defense, but couldn't get it done on that first play of the drive right there.
That's right. You love this opportunity, but the key, Kate, you can't press, right? You get such great field position. You know you want a touchdown, but you got to just continue to execute.
Tagovailoa now on second. He's got London left side. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And this one falls to the turf. He wasn't able to hang on through all that contact, and we've got 4th down.
Incomplete.
On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here comes Achane. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Young throwing here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Young. Looking right, and he finds him. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that is going to give the Panthers a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that 1st down too.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Quick pass here into the hands of Rice. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that gives Carolina the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Young to throw it. That's caught by Hubbard. Very close to earning that first down right there. Just shy of the marker before he headed out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
And you just get the play off. Complete to Tremble. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Young now on first. Now 4-6 passing on what has been a very busy drive for him. Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Young to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Got the completion on the last play, but not the result they wanted, Brock. They've got to convert now on third down. Now it's Young. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects, so now one more kick from him. A field goal to tie us here in this fourth quarter.
20, Panthers 17. Brian Fitzgerald kicking off for Carolina.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa to throw. They're after him, and they're going to take him down way behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips. His first this season after he had 5 last year. Here's Tagovailoa on second down. And this one's going to be forced out by the hits. Incomplete. They've been going his way all game, Brock. Defense is paying attention. Someone there to bring up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Good running. Rips off about 7. They're still short. 4th down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And going play action. Young. Catch is made down the right sideline. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. A clutch moment for a massive play. 34 yards. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
How about that? Just 2 plays to get them into goal-to-go situation. And if this defense doesn't step up, we could see a touchdown right here.
Going power with a big tight end. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Shoves one away. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. Gosh, this is going to be so demoralizing, Brock, to know that this offense probably just going to pound the rock from here on out, and we can't really do a thing to stop them.
That's what they're hoping for, and that's really what all those body blows through the first 3 quarters should pay these kind of dividends when it matters the most.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. And off out of the pistol, here's Hubbard. And he will pick it up. That's a 1st and goal, brought down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, low here, low.
Here's Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown.
Touchdown, Carolina.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the results.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now 2 at a throw. This one's to Schultz, out right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves him 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over the first down 10 at the 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Resign.
Looking to throw. Young. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Boy, they took over with a lot of energy thanks to that field position, but released a little bit of air let out of the balloon with that first play. Couldn't make that catch.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And those defenders that gave you the ball in that prime position on the sidelines, they'd like to see you execute better than that.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers moments away from a 2-0 start. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Brooks going for the marker. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Resign.
Now they send their back in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Hubbard. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 9-yard line.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall.